And yes, I may get backlash, but I really don't give two fucks or whatever about what I'm saying about the, females pretending to be females when they born men or whatever. Now, prime example, I got family members that are, bisexual, and I got family members that's full blown gay or whatever, and I do got family members that like to dress up or whatever, but they also like to be still in their manhood as at times or whatever, because they do have a profession and they also have a personal life or whatever. So with that being said, they not going around finessing nobody or whatever. They are fully, within their power of being outspoken and out free will. They not trying to take nobody's free will from them. But these men that are pretending to be girls, meaning they getting a full-blown surgery and they lying out of their teeth or whatever, and then when these men sleep with them, then they come to find out that these was men, then they have a problem. This is why I tell people, if you want to pursue that type of lifestyle, then that's your free will. But don't take somebody else's free will from them because you're trying to finesse them or whatever, or you trying to get money out of them or whatever, and stuff like that. Because y'all do make it bad for the true gay community or whatever. This is why they got it hard. Just like, color folks got it hard and some white folks got it hard or whatever. Y'all make it bad for us and them or whatever when they is trying to live within their truth and speak their truth and be authentic in their truth. But when you guys is up in here finessing to get in somebody's pocket, or to try to take somebody's man off of them and all of that, that's just childish or whatever. We supposed to be grown men and grown women, right? If you want to be a female, fine, I support you, okay? But don't be finessing no dude out of the manhood because you feel like you got finesse or whatever and stuff like that. Because it's a lot of dudes that did get finesse or whatever, but they speaking in their truth, they living in their truth or whatever. And then you got ones that, yes, they was born with breasts, but they was born with a penis, and they speaking their truth, and they want other people to speak their truth too. If you choose to, you want to get the sex change and all of that, but be true within yourself, and also be true to the person that you attracted to or want to pursue or anything like that, because you going to hurt them in the long run, or you going to hurt yourself. So why put yourself through all of that discombobulation for a paycheck, or for a like or a view or a follow, or because you want to go to your homegirls or your homeboys and say, oh, I got another one, I turned them out. That ain't no real gay person, because the real gay person is not trying to force you to do anything that you don't want to do. They literally want you to be in your truth. And if they can not convince you, if they feel that you might be that way, they're not gonna pressure. They're not gonna pressure you. They're not gonna put no pressure on you. Nothing like that. They're gonna be natural. And if it come natural, it come natural. If it don't, they're not gonna press the issue. They're not gonna force the issue. They're not gonna do no blackmail. They're not gonna do none of that. Cause it's a lot of dudes that is pretending to be females. They've been blackmailing a whole lot of men or whatever, out of their paycheck, out of their marriages, out of their relationship, out of their cars, out of their houses, all because they was up in here pretending or whatever. And that's not cool or whatever, because I support the gay community or whatever, because they go through a lot. And I mean, they go through a lot, and they don't want people that's up in here saying that they about them, and then they go and do that undermining dirty deeds or manipulation or finesse, and then the gay community look down. They look down upon, or shamed upon, or let's just say a lot of family members is just tired of people pretending and finessing people. If you want to change your body to be, if you a guy and you want to change yourself to be a female, let that female know that you was born a guy or whatever. In prime example, if you a guy that want to be a girl, please let these men know. Let them know. Because if I'm hoping that you love your life enough to want to be semi-honest, to where you can live another extra life or another day, because it's a lot of people that's losing their life because they up in here lying and manipulating people, and it's not okay. But come on now, You taking somebody's free will from them by pretending that you something that you're not, or whatever. Period. You feel me? So, be authentic within yourself. If you want to be that way, okay? But don't try to force somebody else to be that way, or try to blackmail this person or that person just so you can get money in your pocket, or you could say, oh, I done did this, girl, I done made this man, I humiliated this man, I done turned this man out. Really? So you think it's a game to play with somebody's livelihood, or to play with somebody's free will? That ain't cool, or whatever. It ain't cool whatsoever. Whatsoever. And y'all do make it bad for the real gay community over there, because they really are pissed off about a lot of shit that some of you gay dudes and gay females that's doing. Y'all finessing people. Y'all shouldn't be finessing people whatsoever. Let that person freely love you, or freely get to know you if they want to pursue you in the bedroom or outside the bedroom, or try to, let them choose. Don't choose it for them. It's like you taking their free will from them by, choosing it for them. And you're not giving them the option to, decide by, let's just say they think about it and they be like, all right, cool, we didn't been this far, okay. But come on now, give them the opportunity to agree or disagree, or to, come along. Don't don't pull their coattails by lying to them and manipulating them and discombobulating them. And then once they fall for you or whatever, then you finally tell the truth, then y'all go through complications. Why not just get it out there in the open or whatever? And then if you up in here not trying to be open with that, then why you up in here trying to finesse people or whatever? If you openly want to express who you are and be in your authentic self, why do you have to finesse somebody? Because it is ones that are gay and they have not came out yet, but they ain't up in here trying to take somebody's free will from them, and they ain't trying to force they self or what they do on anybody else. But it's ones that is forcing that on people, and that's not cool or whatever. Period. Because it is men that were born in the previous life that was born female, so they come back like in a female. If they a female, if they was born a dude and they come back a girl, they gonna automatically, it's in their DNA that they gonna automatically love girls. You feel me? But deep down in their heart, they literally want to have kids and be married, so they're going to have another person in their life if that's what they choose or whatever. You feel me? So, why is people up in here finessing to have children when it's so many surrogates and so many natural females that will love to be a surrogate for you, or to have your children for you so you can live a happy life because you want to have children? Why up in here finesse? Why finesse? Then when you finesse the person, then you want to brag to other people, then you want to put them on blast, or then you want to go to social media and fucking put them on blast or whatever. But if you would have told them off grip, you might, 9 times out of 10, you probably would have got a different result. They might have not wanted to pursue you sexually, but they probably would have pursued you as a friendship, and that would have been a long-lasting friendship or whatever. But y'all burning bridges with people before y'all even get to know these people, and then when y'all get to know them, y'all still finessing them and y'all lying to them. And then when the truth come out, then y'all up in here trying to play the victim. Don't play the victim now. Don't play the victim now. And it is dudes that was born females that, and vice versa. You feel me? Like if you was born a dude and you come back a girl, you gonna like girls. Now if you was born a dude and you come back a girl, you gonna like dudes or whatever. Vice versa. It's a vice versa thing of the Y chromosome, the X chromosome. You feel me? It's by nature. Certain things, like certain people was born to be who they are or whatever. Just like it was certain ones that are, bisexual, that likes men and women. They want to have kids. They want to have a marriage. They want to have that three part in the relationship, in the household or whatever. And that is perfectly cool, because I'm a bisexual woman or whatever. I'm a taker, not a giver. But I love men, and I mean full-blown men. You feel me? I want to be with a man. I want to spend the rest of my life with a man, but I also want him to know, and I told my husband this from the jump, I like females too, but you got to be a special type of person for me to even give you that receiving or whatever, because I'm a taker, you know. So I want to be taken, you know. I don't want to give, you know, unless you very special or whatever. And my husband do know this, mind you, or whatever. Both of my husbands know this, or whatever. Even my ex-husband, he knows this too, or whatever. He knew, all three, they know this, or whatever. The two I'm married to legally, and the one that I'm not married to at all, or whatever, they both know that I like females and I love men. I love the touch of a man. I love the smell of a man. I love, all of that of a man. And I also love a female, because I'm a female. I'm a natural born female. So, So, with that being said, I don't want nobody finessing me. Now, if a dude come up to me and he was born a female, he got to tell me, because I'm going to know, I'm going to know. It's the natural essence, I'm going to know. And some people not going to know because they, been around and people put on facades. Now, mind you, not everybody is going to be tapped in to know certain things. So, I'm not knocking nobody that don't know or didn't know or got discombobulated. I'm not knocking that. What I'm saying is you have to pay attention, for real. How they move, how they act, all of that. How they around your kids, all of that. How they around their kids, or whatever, period. And if you actually see them with their baby mama or their baby daddy or whatever, because 9 out of 10, a lot of them is saying, "Oh, I'm with my baby daddy." No, no, they baby daddy or baby mama nowhere in the picture. But anywho, so with that being said, just tell that person up front. Then it would be less complications and less crime of, people being, taken out of here because of miscommunication or big lies or whatever. Period. You know. So yeah. And that's how I feel about it. Take it or leave it alone. I don't care, because I'm fed up with people up in here finessing or whatever. I'm. It's not okay. It truly is not. It's not. Just be honest with people, because you might get a different result. That's why I was honest with my husband from the gate. Before we got married, before we got deep in a relationship, I asked the 21 questions, and I expected him to ask me the 21 questions. It's just like that song, "If I was your best friend, would you want me around if I flip burgers at Burger King?" Yes, I would still love you if you flip burgers at Burger King. I would still love you if a fat kid loved cake. You feel me? It's a give and take. It's not you take, but this person not able to give. You're not able to take from you. You feel me? It's a give and take. It truly is. It's a give and take. Because a lot of people keep take. But when it's done to them, then they want you to have sympathy or empathy for them. It's reaping what you sow. You reap what you sow. If you sowing bad oats, you going to get bad oats. If you up in here finessing, you going to get finesse. Period. Period. Because what goes around comes around. So this is why you be honest up gate, from the gate, so you won't have to worry about getting your ass whooped or, having a RIP shirt from your family members or whatever and shit like that. So yeah, real shit. Don't force your abilities of of what you like on somebody else if they don't like that. You give them the option to choose. It's like people taking people's options from them, and that's not okay. Okay? Or they either drugging them or putting stuff in their drinks or all that stuff, and that's taking it too far. That's literally taking it too far just to get in bed with somebody when you could just be honest and be like, yo, can we fuck? And if they turn you down, so be it. When one door closes, another one open. You feel me? Period. That's how I see it. Or whatever. Period. But that's all. Or whatever. Take it or leave it alone. Because yeah. It's too many people losing their life over some petty ass bullshit, or somebody trying to take their free will from them, or people up in here just full blown trying to lie their way out so they can get some pocket money, or a big fat check, or a bank account, or whatever. Period. People are selling their soul left and right for a check, men and women. And it's men that's up in here, full-blown men, and up in here doing the whole enchilada just to get a paycheck or whatever. And I mean, they going through the whole surgery just to finesse a dude. And then they laugh about it with their other friends and stuff like that. Now, what would happen if the shoes was on the other foot? You wouldn't be up in here smiling and jucking and jiving. You'll be ready to fight this person, or you'll be ready to, have your boys or your girls or your cousins or your uncles or your aunts or your mama, your daddy, your grandma, grandpa, whatever, sister, brother, fighting them. So why not just be honest from the gate? Period. Just be honest. Because I was honest with mine. I told him, yes, I like females, but I like a specific type of female. But I also love men. And I mean, I love men. Not all men, but I love men. You feel me? Meaning I love men. I want to be married to a man. I want to, be a widow or widower or whatever. Or whatever. And we have kids and grandkids and great-grandkids and so on. And yes, if we decide we want to have a female in the household, that would be our wifey. Period. And it was funny, I actually asked my husband, so what if I want, hubby? He said, I'm your hubby. I said, no, what if I want to bring a hubby with our wifey? And we be, a foursome. And he laughed and he said, girl, I'll kill you. I said, was you being serious? No, he was being dead serious. And I said, oh, okay. And he asked me the same question, and I was like, oh, so you mean you want to have two extra... You being a hypocrite. But men take things different from females, or whatever. Period. So they rather for another female be in the household, in the bedroom, than two dudes, or whatever. Because, yeah. But, and some may like that. Some may want that, and some may not. But if you be honest with them, and ask questions, then you gonna get answers. But if you go in there silent, then you gonna just be like, well, damn, I didn't ask the right questions. Yeah, you have to ask the right questions. Because I even asked my husband before we even got married, was you on the down low? And he said, what kind of question is that? I said, it's an honest answer question. Because it's a lot of dudes that be on the down low instead of just being honest with their lady. Or whatever. Because if you really love that person and that person love you, then it's called compromise. It's called balance. It's called, boundaries. It's called being truthful. Period. Now, prime example, if my husband say, babe, I'm bisexual. And I'm like, okay, let's, you know. Like, do you want to be with full-blown dude for the rest of your life, or you want to be with dude and a girl? And he gonna either tell me yes or no, period, point blank. And I got to take it or leave it alone. But I want him to be fully honest with me, And I'm using this for an example, or whatever, when I say that. And vice versa, Because not all men want their woman to be with another woman, or whatever. Certain men are traditional. Certain men want the upbeat, to keep the relationship funky and fresh, and so they won't lose interest. But it's called compromise. It's a give and take. It's not take or whatever. And that person keep giving, and you not reciprocating that. Then it's half ass. So don't be half ass with your truth. Don't be half ass with you. Don't be even half ass with the person you trying to pursue or trying to, get to know. Don't half ass them. Be honest with them. Like real shit. It save you a whole lot of drama. It will save you a whole lot of drama. Or whatever. Period. You know. And that's for my, straights, my gays, my lesbians, my homosexuals, all of that and then some, all of the above of everything up and below. You hear me? So yeah, I ain't discombobulated. But certain ancestors will discombobulate me so I won't get over the top or, be disrespectful, because I don't want to be disrespectful, but it is what it is or whatever. I'm tired of certain family members being targeted because people want to be greedy and selfish and ornery, and it's, all you have to do is just be honest with your partner or the person that you trying to pursue, period. Don't wait till it's too late and then you end up on the RIP shirt or in the hospital in ICU, period, because it has happened, or in somebody's trunk or whatever, period. And don't get it twisted, it is men that look so much better as females, but that don't give them the right to finesse. That don't. You still be honest. Period. Just be honest. Just full blown honest. And I'm not being ignorant when I say certain dudes actually look more better as females, but why would you try to finesse? Don't finesse. Don't finesse that dude to get that dude. Be honest with that dude, because you never know, that dude might be like, all right, okay, I'm down with that or whatever, but I still want a female to marry and have kids with and all of that. The traditional, natural essence of who we are or whatever. Because in my past life, I had a husband and a wife. We lived in the same house, whole, or whatever, and all of that. And we shared everything. We did everything together. We raised the kids together and all of that, or whatever, till we was taken out. And I don't mean the natural way. We was actually murdered. But anywho, that's another story. Just like in the past life, I was a man and I had a wife or whatever. And this wife came back in this life. But she not a wife, she's a husband, because she was born a man or whatever. And she, got to change. And she looked fine as hell still. She was fine as a dude and she fine as a female. But she, at that time, she definitely was finessing. So, yeah. Just like a few other people or whatever, they've been finessing instead of just being full-blown honest or whatever, period. Period. And don't give me that crap about, certain people did that because they was running from the law and all of that. Yeah, but you still was finessing people, though. You running from the law and you running for your safety, but you up in here making your safety unsafety by doing what you did. Period. So you ain't make yourself safe. You just made yourself unsafe or whatever. Period. So, with that being said, that's all I have to say. That's a PSA, public announcement for everybody. Whether you straight or gay, it does not matter. Just be honest with people. Whether you bi-curious or not, just be honest with yourself and honest with the person. Even before you even get involved, just be honest. Give them the 21 questions. Make it a day where you actually ask questions and listen to each other or whatever, instead of going to the bedroom or whatever. Especially if you're trying to get a relationship. But if you just trying to, sleep with somebody, still be honest with them. Tell them, I just want to fuck. But let them know, you know. What's so hard about being honest with somebody? And what's so hard about being blunt, but not ignorant blunt, but blunt, And not being a sugarcoater. Stop being sugarcoaters. Flat out. You know. Because there are, gay men and gay women that was abused, and I mean abused, or whatever, manipulated and all of that, but they didn't turn out to do the same thing that happened to them. They made a difference. They put that trauma into their favor, or whatever. They made it into a favor. They turned that ignorant mustard seed into a favor mustard seed, a good mustard seed, and they had good faith. And they didn't give up on the Lord, and the head honchos with the Lord. You feel me? Because, the Lord is the head honcho with his father and his mother, So, with that being said, yeah, you know. So, is that all you needed me to say? Family. Okay. Well, that's it. You know. That's real shit for your ass. Stop sugarcoating people. Stop finessing people. And just be full-blown honest with people. It will work out for you in the long run. Period.